Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those rules don't apply to you. Welcome to Fake for Less Time. My name is Katie. Today, I am going to be doing an episode of Hump It or Dump It. So, this is a series where I just let you guys know the makeup that I want to swipe right on and the makeup that I think you should swipe left on. So, if you guys are interested in hearing what my honest opinions about new makeup releases are, then just hang out. Some people like it. Okay, I'm gonna move to the side a little bit and running the risk of my skulls. It's like literally this curse of like having skulls in your background, which what else can I do? I can only have skulls in my background. So it's like, so the first thing I actually want to talk about, because it's not on Instagram yet, is they just did the reveal of the Dreamer palette. It's in the new box set coming from Unearthly Cosmetics. It is titties. Literally, I will have sex with that thing all day long. So it's so beautiful. It's like the purpley goodness here. Let me get the pictures up. Get them up. It's like a pink, it's got a deep purple, in fact, a couple of deep purples. In fact, it looks like it will replace my Paradise Fallen, the Ace Beauté purple palette that I can't seem to let go of because the color story is just so like, it's purple, but make it gravestone. It's so amazing. And this looks like it has a gray. It has like a grayish, brownie, purple, and then like a deep cool tone purple, two deep cool tone purples, and then it's got that dusty pink that's just like and honestly, I cannot wait to show you guys this. It is so beautiful. So if you guys, I'm sure it's open for pre-order right now. If you guys want to go to Hayden Haunt's YouTube channel and check out this palette, it is gorgeous, and they're supposed to ship out in the middle of December, so go check it out. Use my code LOST. Get this shit immediately because it is so beautiful. Like, I literally am like, swipe right, swipe right, swipe right. You don't want this one getting away. Now let's go into, and I'll post pics of the swatches and just everything about this palette is like, I will fuck the shit out of this thing. I had to actually make a new Hump It or Dump It list because I kept trying to erase my Hump It or Dump It list and it wouldn't let me erase anything, and I had stuff from like 1902. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is the P. Louise collection, the Black Friday collection. Now, do I think that nobody needs another rainbow palette? I do. And I still would probably get this. Honestly, it comes with 3 blush palettes and it comes with 3 blush palettes and like some skin products. All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the minis, which look similar to the other minis, the Stack 'em Up palettes, which are made my favorite of whatever year they came out. They were actually my favorite palettes of the entire year. I think that was the year before last. And they just look like those, only not quite and bigger. So I feel like that set, they have the set of those 5 palettes is like $50 or maybe 50 pounds. I'm not sure. If it's 50 pounds, that's a significant difference from $50. Don't make no mistake. But I think these palettes are all really cute and honestly totally worth the buy. So I'm not like swipe right, like that. Also, so while I'm on P. Louise, they have an Advent thing coming out. Let me see if I can find it, or maybe I just took pictures of it, screenshotted them. The Advent home castle, the Advent castle. Now, honestly, I kind of watched this. There's obviously 30 or 25 things in it, and they're all new products. No, they haven't been tried yet. But as we were like going through them, I literally didn't see any single piece of thing that like came out. Not one single product that came out was something that I felt like it honestly didn't even catch my attention. So it was like, honestly, this wouldn't even make it into my swipes. I wouldn't even match with this thing. It just seemed pretty normal. It just seemed like normal stuff as opposed to this big colorful collection. Like, yeah, nobody needs another rainbow palette, but honestly, I feel like there's a lot of shimmers in here, and P. Louise doesn't fuck their shimmers up, you know what I mean? They're honestly not like ever the most interesting shimmers, but look at what shimmers do nowadays. It's like, if you're not literally turning 50,000 different colors and like walking through a prism, like when you walk into a room and the light shines on your eyelids and like colors go all over the ceiling and the walls, like that's like the requirement at this point, isn't it? So honestly, I've never gotten that effect out of a P. Louise shimmer, but also they're not melt shimmers either. So I feel like you can't go wrong. Plus there's 3 cream blush palettes, and you guys know I literally will gush all day long over a cream blush palette, and there's a pink one, a red one, and a brighter pink one. I'm not sure, like a kind of a neutrally pink, and a bright pink, and a corally one. So honestly, I think this set is really cute, and I totally think it's, you know, would be awesome. Here, let me see if I can find out how much it costs. It launches on November 1st, which was a week ago. The Wonderful World of P. Louise is $262, and then there's a smaller one for $81. Now, honestly, I feel like the P. Louise budget boxes are like every single time you don't get one, you fucked yourself. So that's the way I feel about the budget boxes. I feel like every single month there's so much good shit in those budget boxes, and they're only like $35 for the less expensive one, I'm pretty sure. So it's like, dude, you're kind of screwing yourself over when you don't get the budget boxes. But this advent calendar thing, it just didn't, I didn't even get through the entire reel. I got bored after a few minutes. So the Ensley Rain, what is this called? It's a fairy palette. What is it? Lands of Enchantment palette is revealed, and it is gorgeous. The cover is gorgeous. The color story, same. Literally, I would sit on this palette's face for sure. For sure, for sure. It's really dimensional. It's got great colors. I mean, for real, you guys, this is going to be so good. You can use my code LOSSED. I'm pretty sure it's LOSSED. It'll be listed in the description box, so go ahead and check that out if you guys are interested in it, but I might actually get this if I can. Okay, the new Odin's Eye Christmas release, along with the old Odin's Eye Christmas release. Now, I had so much regret not getting the Christmas release last year, and so I think this is really cool that they're relaunching those 2 palettes. And so if you missed them, get them. I think Annette has a code, and Angelica Nyqvist has a code. Nobody else that I give a fuck about, but so you could use a code to save like 10% on those. And okay, so I was watching and I was telling my friend, like, I think that the new palettes are the perfect. I think that the Christmas palette and the reindeer palette, no, the Christmas Eve and the reindeer go together perfectly, and they make actually one complete palette. And the Christmas Eve and the reindeer make a perfect one palette. And the Christmas and the snowman palette make one perfect palette. But then I watched a review by Teresa's dad, and she shit on that palette so bad. I'm curious to see if she even gets to still stay on the PR. I'm not trying to talk shit. It was literally the best fucking video I've ever seen, hands down. She was like, fuck that palette. It is total trash. I wanted it to work. I did everything in my power. It totally fucked me over. So I'm not sure. I don't know that that's going to be everybody's experience, and I don't honestly know if that would be my experience, but the way she broke it down was so quality. It was like admirable and hilarious and real. If you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out because it's really good. Anyways, I still would buy it. I still would buy it. I'm really interested in that launch. So I wouldn't say I'd sit on its face, but I would let it take me out to breakfast. So Unearthly Cosmetics is releasing their Anaconda and Komodo palettes, and they look really gorgeous. There's no information on this, so I have no idea how much they cost. I know that Clarity is a less affordable brand, but from what I hear, they at least used to be totally worth it. So they didn't really catch my radar until they came out with the Scully Evil Mermaid or whatever it was. But then like I saw reviews on it that said it wasn't anything like their usual formula and it was kind of a disappointment. And so at that point, like that's the only one that I really wanted was that. And so I still haven't tried Clarity Cosmetics, but they're always on my radar, you know what I mean? So I wouldn't say I'd swipe right on this, but it's a pretty color story. But yeah, I probably wouldn't even call it back. It probably would like say something stupid to me and I would just be like, nah, ghost. They'd get the ghost. Okay, now Cosmic Brushes is coming out with the new Wonderland palette and it looks amazing. I probably won't get it, and I can't say that I would get it because I haven't gotten any of them so far, and they're beautiful. They're getting less affordable, so if you guys want to get on the bandwagon for these palettes, like, the time is now. I feel like I've just missed the boat on these, and so I want to try them. I want to love them, but they're so hard to get. Like, it seems like they're hard to get. I literally go back and check their website all the time for the palettes that look interesting to me, and they're never on there, and the prices keep rising. So, you know, I'm not really, I don't know. Swipe left. You guys are probably going to get it. Seriously, please do not get mad at me for that. Like, it looks beautiful. I probably, you know, it's just, it looks interesting. It's got a couple duochromes. It looks beautiful. I literally would definitely recommend them. I can't because I haven't used them, but everybody loves them. But quite frankly, I feel like everybody says they love a lot of shit and that doesn't mean they're fucking good. So, whatever. I haven't tried them for myself, so I cannot tell you if they're good or not. The Melt Cosmetics Christmas Town palette. Now, the Halloween and Christmas launch, it got me going. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I got pretty excited about it, but did I get excited as the Beetlejuice launch? Like, I would have spent the rent on the Beetlejuice launch, and probably did, actually, but I don't know. This is cute. It's great. I've just been let down by Melt, like, too many times. I just feel like this is definitely a swipe left for me. Not because it's not amazing, not because it was disappointing. The color story is cute. Both of them, the Halloween one and the Christmas one. They're both adorable. The theme, adorable. Everything about it. Aesthetic, it's totally on brand. Like, it was not disappointing at all. I just don't feel the same anymore. Okay, that's that. And if you guys are looking for really good pictures, I'll post them right here, but the really good pictures, the best pictures of those Odin's Eye palettes are by Angeshka that I've seen. Okay, I don't know what this is, and I don't know when it came out, but Made by Mitchell came out with a birthday collection, and it looks like it's got 2 new blush palettes, or blush book palettes. Couple, like, blush lippies, you know. Made by Mitchell's products are kind of interchangeable, so that maybe the lippy formula is the same as the blush formula. It's all kind of a dry down matte or whatever, but it looks like there's a lot of really cute shit in this. And so I had to mention it. What I really want by Made by Mitchell is the color cases. That's what I really want. I literally am all about that cream life. So I haven't used my blushes in quite a while, but my blush book I use on the daily almost. So the color story is cute of these 2 blushes, and honestly, this might be old news for you. All right, I'm going to talk about the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Fairy Lights palette. Now, I would never talk shit about Glaminatrix. I fucking love the brand. I love the woman. I don't know her personally, but I've like chatted with her a couple times about like purchases or whatever. And I'm sure that this is like above and beyond beautiful. For me, the amount of time that it takes for me to get one of these palettes for the payoff. And the last time I got a Glaminatrix palette, it came really broken, which I'm sure that she got that buttoned up because she's an amazing business owner and she's a badass woman. But I'm just saying, like, this doesn't really do it for me, and it's probably really beautiful, but the colors are pretty meh to me, so it's probably going to be amazing, and it's not fucking meh to everybody, but to me, it just doesn't seem like that exciting. It really isn't making me feel like I'm going to miss out if I don't order something all the way from Australia, you know what I mean? The Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette. Nobody needs this. Literally, what's grungy about that? It's the pretty nude palette. It's like the pretty neutral palette. It's actually the pretty boring palette. So I just feel like, quite frankly, like, who the fuck asked for this? And also, I don't know. It just seems like a waste of time. But maybe I'm wrong, because we have like a different perspective, because like we're really plugged in to all the things, right? We have access to everything in the world, right? We're like on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're watching every new release, we're trying all the indie brands, we're spending all the money. Like, don't they know they need to come up with something a little more innovative than this? I mean, come on, I don't know. Quality is not gonna redeem the fact that this is the most boring launch of the year, besides maybe the Xenon palette. Oh, did I say that? Okay, Shall We Makeup, which is never on my radar, and I hear it and I see people that I really respect their work as content creators, like, and I hear them talking about it all the time, so it wasn't entirely off the radar either. And I noticed that they came out with this Mist Witch palette, and I don't know if this is a new release or what, but it's cute. It's super cute. And from what I gather, without actually having watched any reviews or anything like that, the only thing I know about Shall We Makeup is when I'm scrolling through and I see somebody like Smink Berenda, or, well, mainly just her, like every once in a while, like I'll see their look and I'll see a mention of it, but I don't really correlate the look that I saw with the brand. But this palette looks pretty cute. It comes with a regular size palette and a travel palette, and the graphic on the cover, adorable. It's a witchy theme, which is totally to my heart. Like, I mean, I'd probably text it. I'd text it. Oh, they are oh no, they opened it. So the new Adept Cosmetics has an alien on it, bitch. I will suck your dick if you have an alien on the cover. Seriously, period. Like, I think I sucked my boyfriend's dick because the first story he ever told me was about an alien encounter. I don't know. I got a thing with aliens. I think I might be one. In fact, I'm certain of it. So, yeah, this looks amazing. And the color story, I mean, does it seem to match? I don't know. It honestly just seems like a purple and teal palette with a bunch of shimmers that don't really match, which I feel like is kind of adept. It's in adept fashion to have a palette that has an alien on the cover and then is filled with colors that don't really hit the mark. So, it's still, I will suck your dick. Okay, Wicked Widow Beauty has a Resurrection palette coming out, and quite frankly, it's giving All I Ever Wanted to me. So it does have some mattes in it. It's a cute palette. The cover's cute. It caught my attention because it looks cute, not because it looks stupid. So I just already have this, and like I say, it's giving the All I Ever Wanted palettes vibe. So that's a big no for me, but it's still cute and I thought I would mention it. And then the last thing I have is the Nightmare on Elm Street collection. And what do I want to say right now? I have mixed feelings. I feel like they're on a roll with something with the old school horror films, and on a personal note, the only old school horror films I ever liked was The Nightmare on Elm Street. But if you want to try to hand me a red palette and a green palette for a Christmas launch and tell me that it's Nightmare on Elm Street, yeah, I mean, Freddy's sweater was a Christmas sweater. I get it. But like, I feel like they're kind of pissing down my back and telling me that it's raining. So, I mean, it's not hard for me to say anything about Glamlight. They've never been my favorite, and more often than not, I'm disappointed. Also, I know people love Glamlight. They love the Glamlight formula. The Scooby-Doo palettes made me bust, but I just feel like this is a little bit of a stretch. But Halloween and Christmas, yeah, I can dig it. So let me know if you guys are going to get that, because I'm not like actually talking shit. I just feel like it's a little, I don't know, posery, maybe. A little bit of a poser palette. But it is nice to have something besides, well, it's like, Odin's Eye came out with these launches that are not red and green. And then Glamlight came out with something that was Halloween that was red and green. So, I mean, it's cool, whatever. I don't care what other people do. For me, it doesn't look that unique, and I was really disappointed by the shimmers in the last palette that I got by these guys, which was also a horror movie themed palette. And the reason why I was so disappointed by the shimmers is because the Scooby-Doo shimmers like rocked my world, literally. So, I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like I really have to love a brand a lot to be betrayed by a palette, like outrightly betrayed, when I feel like they actually fucked me over and then like get another one. Like, I would eat a mile of Unearthly shit to see where it came from. And Notoriously Morbid could probably steal from my grandma, and I would forgive them and I would understand their point of view. But for brands that have already fucked me over and they weren't really my friend in the first place, like, no, bitch, we ain't friends. So, I think that's everything, unless I like just fucking started scrolling through because out of force of habit. No, I think I got it all, and I feel like I got a good amount. Halloween knocked my socks off. I felt like there was a lot of really good Halloween launches. I wish I would have done a Hump It or Dump It for that, but I just didn't. My name is Katie. Welcome to my channel. You know, if somebody tells me that I need to be consistent to make my channel successful, then I'm just going to try to not do that. I'm going to try and see if I can do it a different way. So, inconsistency, right? Anyways, that's all there is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't come for me. I was just fucking around. I'm just teasing. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this look, or if you just like my sparkling personality and my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments because I fucking love it. If you got like halfway through this video and you're like, oh my god, she's so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check me out on Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel, then go check out my Patreon. I don't hold anything back, and I'll see you guys on 11/11, which you won't see this video before then. But either way, I'm excited to see all your guys' faces, so I'll talk about whatever I want. And thank you guys so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. Slayer.